How many of you are collectors? I began as a collector until I began working in this industry and experienced the results of serious collecting. Hobby collecting falls into a separate category. One of my favorite aunts, Jenny, collected elephants in her living room, where 2 bookcases were filled with all different kinds of elephants, made from wood, jade, plastic, cloth, toothpicks, and other creative media. Jenny was my aunt who made Easter lamb cakes every year, for which I would wait by the phone on the Saturday before Easter until the phone rang and her voice said, "Come and get your lamb." Mom and I would drive to her home for a brief family reunion with all the other relatives who were there to pick up their lamb cakes. While there, we would admire the growing collection of elephants, and elephants. I used to be a semi-collector of pink depression glass and still have a few pieces. For some reason, my attention is drawn to the old, to depression glass and to antique furniture. I stopped collecting years ago because of being in the homes of my older clients and seeing years and years of collected items. My experience in cleaning out my own parents' home after both of them had passed revealed this type of individuals who lived through the Depression. How many of you have parents who have coffee cans filled with rubber bands and pennies? Balls of string assembled from individual pieces of string knotted together. Drawers filled with real lead pencils. Cleaning out my parents' home made me realize how often clients save things they believe they will need someday, but never really need. My rule is that if I haven't used something in the past year, I'm probably not going to use it. I donate the item or I give it to someone I might think has a use for it. This keeps our house somewhat decluttered. For individuals who are hoarders, the story is very different. Each item, from a plastic bag to a torn piece of paper to the plastic rings that hold beer cans together, have extreme sentimental and social value. These items often begin as a small pile in the center of a room that in time ends up to the ceiling. There's no rhyme or reason to the assembly of the pile, but each item in the pile is important. Research indicates that hoarding behavior is more common among female family members, and that there's usually some type of mental affliction associated with hoarding. Obsessive compulsive behavior, or a personality disorder. People who hoard truly believe that they need every item in their home. Hoarders feel the need to retain so many items that bathtubs, sinks, and toilets eventually fail to work because they are filled with collectible items. Many hoarders' homes have both the water and the electricity turned off due to non-payment of bills. After all, who could possibly find a bill in piles of what most of us perceive as trash? Hoarders' homes are filled with unexpected visitors like mice, rats, spiders, and bedbugs. If you are the neighbor or a family member of a hoarder, become involved. Seek help and counseling for your family member. Hoarding is a mental disease that benefits from treatment if the individual is willing and able. Ignoring the situation is not beneficial and will only result in serious life and health issues for the hoarder. Be kind and report your observations to a family member or to Adult Protective Services. I'm Pamela Wilson of the Caring Generation, an online community of support for family and professional caregivers.